I will start the today's lecture part 1 chapter number 2 hospital pharmacy. In previous lecture discussed about the hospital. Now see the hospital pharmacy introduction. Hospital pharmacy is the department that provides pharmaceutical services to the outdoor and the indoor patient. In the department is headed by professionally competent and well qualified pharmacist. Then definition of the hospital pharmacy. Hospital pharmacy is the department, service, or a domain in the hospital organization managed under the direction of the professionally competent, fully qualified pharmacist, and they deals with supply of the drug, medicines, and allied products to the nursing unit and other such services. Then filling of the special prescription for ambulatory. Ambulatory meaning this means the patient able to walk around. After surgery or medical treatment, a patient may be unable to walk unassisted. Once the patient is able to do so, he is noted to do ambulatory and outpatient and dispensing as per the intention of the physician. Next, manufacturing of the drugs and formulation in bulk and in particular the large volume parenterals which are required for the use of the indoor patients. Then, storage and dispensing of narcotic and biological products. Narcotic means like opium, heroin, morphine, etc. And biological products like is derived from the living organisms and used for the prevention or treatment of the disease. Then supply and storage of the ancillary products and article required in the hospital. Ancillary product means that is acquired as a bonus or add on the purchase when buying another product. The next point, function of the hospital pharmacy. The following are the functions that are performed by the hospital pharmacy. First function is purchase and proper storage of the drugs, chemical and medicines. Next, compounding and dispensing of the medicines as per the prescription to the inpatients and outpatients. Next function is manufacturing and distribution of the transfusion fluids and whenever necessary other parenteral and non-parenteral dosage forms as per the requirement of the physicians and recommended in the hospital formulary. GMP are the observed during the operation. Next, maintenance of the records which includes the patient medication record, prescription files, billing filing, investigational drugs records, intravenous admixture records, etc. Next is to design and adopt a proper system of distribution of the drugs. Next, to cooperate actively to the pharmacy and therapeutics committee in the activities and implementation of the decisions. Next is to carry out research on the evaluation of the new drugs, drug distribution systems, drug utilization patterns, etc. Serves as the drug information sources to the physicians, pharmacists, nurses, and the patients. This involves the compiling, storage, retrieval, and dissemination of the drug information. Next is participate in the hospital's educational programs, providing training to the staff and students. Next is to provide the patient counseling service on the hygiene, administration of the medications, adverse drug reaction, etc. Next is monitoring of the patient total drug therapy, which includes the effectiveness of the drugs, side effect, toxicity, allergy, drug interaction, etc. Next point is objective of the hospital pharmacy. The objectives of the hospital pharmacy are to provide the benefits of the qualified hospital pharmacist to the patient, to the institute to which the serves, to members of other health professions with whom he is associated, and to the profession of the pharmacy. Then, to help in the providing an adequate supply of the such qualified hospital pharmacist, to assure the high quality of the professional practices through the establishment and maintenance of the standards of the professional ethics, educations and attainment. The next objective is to promote research in the hospital pharmacy practices and in the pharmaceutical sciences in the general. Next is to disseminate pharmaceutical knowledge by providing for the exchange of the information among hospital pharmacists and members of the related specialties and professions. Next point is location and layout of the hospital pharmacy. Possibly the pharmacy should be located on the first floor or on the ground floor of the hospital, such that is readily accessible to the elevators to ensure sufficient and effective services to the various departments of the nursing station. Nursing station means area of the health care facility which nurses and other health care staff work behind when not working directly with the patient. Then, in case the hospital has an outpatient department, the pharmacy or the branch there should be conveniently located near it. In a multi-storied hospitals, if necessary, floor pharmacies should be provided. The department should be so laid out that there is a continuous flow of the men and materials. The department should be vertically separated. The next, outpatient pharmacy and its waiting room must have the pleasant and professional look and must have enough space for sitting patients who are waiting for medicines. The interior should not be congested if should display educative posters on the health and hygiene and can offer light literature for the reading to fill up the waiting time. Visitors should carry a positive image of the pharmacy. Then, space must be assigned for the routine manufacturing of the preparations which can be processed profitability. Example, stock solutions, bulk powders, ointment, etc. The manufacturing room can be adjacent to the pharmacy or can be located in the basement directly below the pharmacy. A dump waiter should can connect to the two. In case where the medical stores of the pharmacy should also adjust to the pharmacy itself or directly beneath the pharmacy with the dump waiter and spiral stairway connection. Then flow chart of the materials and means. Let's us consider the users of the pharmacy. The flow of the outward hospital patient, generally it has the following three stages: registration, general checkup counter and dispensary of pharmacy or pharmacy. Registration, to register the patient. General checkup counter, here the physiological parameters like the height, weight, etc. is noted by the nurse. She directs the patient to respective clinic depending on the complaints, symptoms in the registration card. Then dispensary or pharmacy. Nearly 80% patients are directly to the pharmacy with their prescription for medicine. Here a quick checkup is made about the availability of the some important drugs. The patient then returns to the registration counter. The clerk enters the silent features on the history sheet. He collects the money and stamps the prescription. The patient comes back to the pharmacy to get medicines. The pharmacy can also make the appropriate entries in the history sheet and accept the payments. This chart illustrates the flow chart of outpatient. A more refined flow chart is given below. Flow chart of the patient. Then these are the flow chart of the outpatient: entrance, then reception, registration, record, entrance, waiting, in the examination, treatment, the clinic department, hospital, inpatient, then casualty and pharmacy. Flow chart of the material. The pharmacy receives its materials from two sources: medical store and the manufacturing division of the hospital. The medical stores usage against the requisition and so also the manufacturing unit. The pharmacy exercises the quality control over all its material receipt. The medical stores can receive supply from centralized purchase department or a decentralized purchase department. The pharmacy issues materials to inpatient in wards or outpatient. The inpatients are served by nursing stations who receive their materials from the pharmacy. Now I will stop here. Remaining part we will see on next lecture. Thank you.